Hello, my name is Kyle Scott, and I'm going to talk about the 4 public speaking gestures and how to use them. These gestures are important when you want to give a speech or when you want to have a nice conversation with your best friend. Gestures are extremely important to the communicating world because they can make or break your presentation. You can either make gestures that inspire audience participation or gestures that distract your audience from your message. Throughout this video, I'll present to you what you need to become an effective public speaker while demonstrating relevant gestures. Pay attention and take good notes as we dive into the world of public communication. The first gestures that I will talk about are descriptive gestures. They are primarily used to describe an action or situation where the speaker is talking, but they can also be used to describe an object's shape, size, or position so the listener can draw an image in their mind of what the speaker is talking about, which leads to a more effective reception of the message. Some listeners do not pay very much attention to the message because they get lost in the speaker's words or because of their distracting appearance. Descriptive gestures help the listener focus on the idea of the message instead of outside distractions. This is why many public speakers use this tactic to help their audiences understand their speeches. These gestures really focus on the emotion of the person who is speaking. Whether they know it or not, they could be using these gestures while they communicate or listen. These types of gestures occur mostly in informal communication. For example, if you're telling your friends or family about something that made you very angry or very happy. Empathetic gestures are the most emotional gestures, and they show the passion of the speaker while they communicate. Suggestive gestures are similar to emphatic gestures, except for the fact that these suggest that the listener or communicator feels a certain way without directly mentioning it. For example, someone who crosses their arm while listening to a speaker might suggest that they are angry or annoyed, while someone who laughs or smiles might be happy. These gestures are purely speculative and might not be what the person is thinking, but is what the speaker is receiving as physical feedback. Prompting gestures really focuses on audience engagement and participation because it encourages them to do the same thing as the speaker. The speaker could ask the audience a question and tell them to raise their hand if they knew the answer to the question, while simultaneously raising their hand. This makes the audience feel more comfortable, which leads to more participation because they know that they won't be the only one to raise their hand. This also occurs in the world of sports when a team is preparing to play a game. There's usually an emotional leader on the team who tells the team to get excited for the upcoming game. Since they know the whole team will do it, the players will stand up and start shouting to get ready for the game. Prompting gestures are really based off the statement that I'm doing it because he's doing it too. It is a very effective way to speak to a large audience because it keeps them involved and focused and participating. Thank you for using your valuable time to listen to my video on the 4 public speaking gestures, and I hope that they can help you give presentations in the future. Remember to always keep your audience focused on your message by always encouraging them to participate in your speech. Try to refrain from unnecessary gestures and stick to the 4 that I have just shown you. Again, I appreciate you for watching my video. Thank you very much.